A convicted Stockton felon once sentenced to 20 years in prison for the attempted murder of 2 police officers is back behind bars.
San Joaquin County deputies say it comes just months after being released under California's compassionate release program.
Now the sheriff says the case is exposing what he calls major flaws in the state's criminal justice system.
ABC 10's Roxanne Elias is live in the studio tonight. And Roxanne, the sheriff is now saying lawmakers need to take another look at the law, huh?
He is, Chris. And Sheriff Patrick Withrow says that criminals are scamming the system and utilizing it to their advantage. And he argues dangerous offenders are finding ways to exploit loopholes meant for the critically ill inmates.
And it affects all of us here in San Joaquin County and all of California.
Since 1989, Steven Rodriguez has built up a reputation as a career criminal in Stockton, according to the San Joaquin County Sheriff's Office.
A huge rap sheet on him, the last time being for attempted murder of 2 Stockton police officers who had also done a car stop on him, but he took off. There was a pursuit. They were shooting back.
Sheriff Patrick Withrow says he was sentenced to 20 years in prison for that crime. But he says the 57-year-old was released in November last year on compassionate release because of a medical condition that would lead to his death in 6 months. Then on May 7th, during a stop, deputies arrested him again on multiple weapons-related charges.
Take him into custody.
The sheriff sharing this video of Rodriguez's arrest, warning his community.
He's driving a vehicle without a license. Then he's walking around and he's talking and interacting with the officers. And on his Facebook page, you see him taking a trip to Las Vegas in February and walking around the Raiders Stadium and around Vegas.
The San Joaquin County District Attorney's Office says the people objected to his release, and the court ultimately ruled that the law required Rodriguez's release based on the medical findings presented by CDCR and medical professionals. We reached out to the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation, and although they can't comment on individuals' medical history, a spokesperson says CDCR followed the law requiring CDCR medical staff to identify incarcerated patients who meet specified medical criteria. They also say the court decides whether to resentence an individual and must consider whether the person poses a current risk to public safety. Sheriff Withrow says Rodriguez is scamming the system and it's become a pattern in California. And although he agrees there are multiple layers to the problem, the laws need to be corrected.
Our legislators, our governors really have to say, look, okay, we need to take a look at these laws and we really need to fix them, if not eliminate them. This is ridiculous. The public as a whole all agree on this. This isn't about politics.
Rodriguez's case is now in the hands of the San Joaquin County District Attorney's Office. Meanwhile, Sheriff Withrow says he's planning to meet with all the other sheriffs of California again at their State Sheriff's Association gathering happening in June. And there he plans to bring up the issue and demand change. Chris, Laura.
Okay, Roxanne Elias, thank you for the update.